Eugenia. So before I started this video today, I wanted to tell you guys about something really cool going on Sanrense right now. I love Sanrense so much. They're just like such an amazing store and always sell the cutest things ever, and I'm just like obsessed with them. They're always like so kind to me, and they were actually nice enough recently to send me 2 really awesome items. The first item that I want to tell you guys about today is actually what I'm wearing like right now. It's this really cute like kind of tunic dress. So this is what this looks like. It's just so cute, and it's this kind of nice like gray color with just like this white lace at the bottom. And also, just so you guys know, going in right now on their site for these 2 items, if any of you guys are interested in buying these, you do have to live in the US because they're shipping it out of their like US warehouses. But something really good with this is actually right now you get free shipping on both of these items. Another thing is I actually have a code with Sanrense. So if you use the code Cooney, then you can get another 10% off. So I hope that helps you guys out if you want to do that. And besides this really cute tunic, I also have one more item to show you guys. So the next thing that I wanted to show you guys are these makeup brushes. This is called the Mike Makeup Brush Set, and this comes with just like a bunch of makeup brushes that are like for your face and your eyes and everything for you to do your makeup. And these are super nice. They come in this really nice like velvet case. And all of these are luxury makeup brushes, so they're very good quality for a really good price. I think they're only like $9.99, which is a really good price for having like a bunch of brushes. The bristles are all so nice and so soft. And all of these are for different uses. So you can see here that you have like a powder brush and a contour brush and a blush brush and an angle repair brush, and you have a small size foundation brush, and you have a large shadow brush and an angle eyeshadow brush and a brow line brush and an eyelid brush and a lip brush. So basically for like every part of your face, it comes with a brush for you to use, which is really nice. They're definitely like really great quality, so I would definitely recommend those. I will link below right down there to Sanrense and to these items if you guys are interested in these. I'm going to go ahead and start the video now. So I hope you guys like it. So the video that I'm going to be doing today is a video that I've been seeing like going around on YouTube, and it's called the Google Picks My Makeup Challenge. By the way guys, I'm just gonna like warn you, like sorry if I'm like talking weird or anything like that, because I don't know if I'm like sick right now or if I'm just having like really bad allergies being in Connecticut right now, because I'm in Connecticut for a little bit right now. Literally, like I've been feeling like I need to sneeze like every 5 seconds, and it's so annoying. So yeah, if I start like looking like I'm gonna sneeze or anything, then that's why, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, so I've been seeing around on YouTube this trend going around that I think was started by Nikki Tutorials, and there's kind of like different versions of this Google Picks My Makeup Challenge. So in hers, I knew that she did like the first and last initial of her name, and then she kind of did a look inspired by that. And then I also saw a version where Manny did like a Google Picks My Makeup Challenge by searching like for certain products and then seeing what it pulls up and then using those. That's actually the one that I'm gonna be doing. I thought both of the ideas were super good, and I thought both of the videos and all the videos that I've seen of this have been like super good. So when I was searching for products and stuff, a lot of them I didn't have. So I ended up going to Sephora, so I have my Sephora bag right here. So what I did when I was choosing products was I mostly just kind of tried to pick the second or first result, depending on like what they had there. For me, this is one of the results that came up like really early on. Yeah, that's the thing with Google is I guess like different people kind of like depending on your searches and stuff can find like different products, so everybody gets like different results, so more people can like do these kind of videos, and it's good. I got this Marc Jacobs foundation, and I've never used this before, but I really like Marc Jacobs products and what I have used, so I'm sure that I'll like it, hopefully. So it says that it's a youthful look 24-hour foundation. It says it has SPF 25, so that's good. It just comes with like SPF built in, which is good. Protect yourself from the sun. So I got this in the shade Fair because I have really light skin. I'm pretty much like a vampire or like a ghost or something. Wow, so it's a little bit watery, not in like a bad way. I typically use like the Armani foundation, like the Luminous Silks. This is like one of the few times I use a different foundation. So I'm just gonna start with a little bit. I'm using my beauty blender. And so far, I'm actually really liking this. I think that it's going on like and applying really nicely. And I'm not even using much product, and it's actually having like pretty good coverage. I'm not sure if I'm putting too much on or if that's like the right amount. Hopefully that's the right amount though. so far from like just putting it on right now, I really like this foundation. So now I'm gonna go on to my eye makeup. First thing I'm gonna be doing is using eye primer. I was really happy to see that one of the first results was the Urban Decay Primer Potion, because that is literally like the primer that I always use, and I just feel like it always works super well. Alright, so now I have eye primer on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start applying eyeshadows and all of that stuff. I searched for an eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadow palette that Google found me was this palette right here. And this palette is called the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. I've never used this before, but I really like Anastasia's products from what I have used them. People always tell me that I'm saying their name wrong, so I don't know if it's Anastasia or how exactly I'm supposed to pronounce that, but hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. So it looks like this is kind of like a neutrals palette, and it looks like there's some really pretty colors. The first thing that I'm going to do is take this latest shade called Tempera, and I'm just gonna kind of like apply that. It's like a base shadow on my whole lid. Whoa, I just put on my brush. It's like so much. It's like very pigmented. Whoa. Even as like a light shadow, I don't know how much you guys can see on camera. It is kind of like powdery, but not in like a bad way. I mean, it's good that it's like a lot of product is going on, I guess. I put like a lot on the brush, though. You guys can probably see where I like put that on very strongly. All right, so I'm just I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful on this next eye. I also want to use some of the brushes that Sanrense sent me because they're just super nice brushes. I'm not even really sure exactly what I want to do, but I think I'm gonna kind of like start lighter, and I can always go darker and stuff. I think first, just kind of like in my crease area, kind of like as a transition color, I'm going to use this burnt orange right there. I'm gonna try to use a lot less this time. And I think that's a really pretty shade. I think that went on like really nicely. It's like a really good like transition color. Now I kind of want to try maybe like sienna, maybe like a little bit around there too, maybe a little bit under that. It just looks like it's like a little bit darker than this color. So yeah, I just kind of want to try a few of the colors and just like see how this comes out. It's definitely a little bit darker. It's really nice. There, so I think that that color too came out really pretty. I'm like trying to blend them a little bit to try to like make them look a little bit nicer. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is take this brown shade called Cypress Umber. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but right there. And I'm just gonna kind of put that in my crease area again and just like darken this kind of. And I think this is such a nice brown. I think this brown applied like really good and blended really well. I really kind of want to try this sultry color because it just looks really pretty. It looks like that one's kind of more like shiny, glittery kind of. I usually like eyeshadows like that. And I'm just going to use that a little bit towards like the outer corner here. So it's not really that shiny, but it is really pretty. It's still kind of brown, but I guess it's just kind of a different texture eyeshadow to the other one. And there kind of is a little bit of a shine, kind of glitter to it, sort of. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. I really like it though, and I feel like all these eyeshadows are blending really nicely, and I'm liking how they're coming out so far, so that's good. I'm gonna use this eye brush from Sanrense, and these brushes are great. Like honestly, this looks like a really big brush for like eyeshadow, which is good when you want to cover a lot of like lid space and stuff. I kind of think I want to try maybe these two colors here, which are Glistening and Theory, and just kind of like mix those and see how that comes out. So I'm going to start with Glistening. Actually, I think first, never mind. I keep like changing my mind. I'm gonna use Orange Soda first and then maybe go over it with those. Cause like, I don't know, I just kind of want to try out a lot of these colors. Okay, now I'm gonna use Fairy on kind of like the other half, I guess. I think those are really pretty colors too, and I think they worked like really good on my lid, and they seem to like blend really nice. That's basically how they look. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I also just kind of want to make this like a little bit darker in the crease area because I'll do this a lot. So there's a black shade here called Noir or Noir. I'm not really sure how you say that, but I'm gonna use that and just kind of like blend a little bit of the black like into, well, I'll do that after actually. Before I do that, I actually want to use like a little bit of brown and just kind of put that like below my eye. So I'm gonna use Cypress Umber again, like below my eye. I'm not gonna go like too heavy with that, but I'm just gonna put like a little bit on. I feel like this color really works really well below your eye. Like it just like, I always kind of feel like it makes my makeup look better when I do that. I think this works like super easily when you're doing that. Like I feel like it just blended like really easily and really nice. Now I'm just gonna take some of the black and just like apply that a little bit kind of in the crease area and just like darken it just like a little bit. Oh wow, and it looks like it's a really good black. Like it definitely applies black. Because some eyeshadows that are black, like they don't really always, they're not really that pigmented of a black. So they don't always apply that nicely and go on like blackly, I guess. The last thing that I think I'm gonna do with eyeshadows, I think that this shade looks so pretty. It's called Bronze and it's just like that gold shade. I think I'm just gonna kind of put that in like the very like inner corner of my eye and just kind of see how it turns out. Okay, so I have that in the corner now. I do feel like that's a really pretty color. I just really wanted to put that somewhere in my eyeshadow because I think it's such a pretty gold color. And then I think I'm also just gonna put glistening a little bit, just kind of like near my brow, just to make it like a little bit shinier there. So those are all these eyeshadows on. I feel like this palette worked really well. I feel like this is definitely a really good neutrals palette. So I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to eyeliner. And the eyeliner that Google found for me was a Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. I was really happy that it was a gel liner because gel liners are just like what I'm used to. And I always just feel like gel liners are the easiest way to go, at least for me. I just always have like the easiest time with those. All right, so this is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Eyeliner. I've never used Bobbi Brown eyeliner before, so it's gonna be my first time trying it. I've been using the Anastasia one now for like a long time, and or Anastasia, however you say that. And now I'm gonna try this gel liner. Alright, so I have the eyeliner on now, and I think the eyeliner worked really good. It looks like it's pretty black to me, and I think it looks pretty good. And the next product that Google found me when I searched mascara was the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This one I was actually kind of lucky with because it turned out from like an order that I placed with them before. I actually already had a sample of this, so I didn't actually have to buy it. Before I actually try it though, I'm gonna just curl my lashes. Oh wow, this brush is like so thick. I've seen these kind of brushes, but I don't think I've ever actually tried one until now. I'm hoping this is waterproof because when mascaras are not waterproof, my lashes will just like fall and not stay curled sometimes. It looks like so far though, it's like really nice. It definitely is making my lashes look like really thick and like making them stand out a lot. I'm also gonna apply this to the bottom because I always like to also put mascara on the bottom of my lashes, like the bottom lashes. Oh no. It looked really good for a little bit. I feel like my lashes, they're basically back to being straight. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see what I'm saying, but they're basically, I feel like, back to being completely straight and not being curled at all. I mean, it's probably not the mascara's fault at all though, honestly. It's just like my lashes, I always need to use a waterproof mascara or my lashes just fall like incredibly quickly. So on me, it might not be like the best mascara to use. I don't know if they make like a waterproof version that might work like better on my kind of lashes, I guess. But I would say besides that, I definitely do think like it makes your lashes like stand out a lot more and makes them look pretty thick and nice. But it's just like if you if like you need a waterproof mascara, like how I usually need to use a waterproof mascara, then yeah, I'm not really sure if this is like working that great. That's alright. Oh well. But this is still Google Picks My Makeup, so I'm still gonna continue putting it on because that is the mascara that Google has chosen for me. next thing that Google picked for me was my highlighter. Google chose a Becca highlighter. The shade that it picked me, I think it looks really, really gorgeous, really for a lot of skin tones, but on me, where I'm just like so pale, I feel like it definitely would have not worked. And I think it's, I'm guessing, kind of like a highlighter that's more probably made for people with like darker skin tones. And for me, I'm like as pale as it gets pretty much. So I did end up buying a Becca highlighter, but I bought it in a different shade just because I thought it would probably work a lot better on my skin and stuff. Like, so I actually think that I may have had this color in the past. Haven't used it in forever, so I don't really think I still have it anymore. So I ended up rebuying it, and I'm not sure if this even is the one that I had, but I know I used to have a Becca highlighter and it looked kind of similar to this, so I think it may be the same one. And it's called Pearl, if I remember it correctly. I literally have not used it in like forever at this point. So this highlighter, see, I haven't used this in forever, to the point where like I kind of forgot how it even worked, like how it applied. And this is a really, really nice highlighter. Like I just applied a little bit, whoa. So you don't even need to apply too much with this. Like literally you get like a huge glow. And for me, I mean, I love highlighters, so I'm kind of okay with that. But you really don't need to use like a lot of product to get a nice highlight. So you can just kind of like tip it a couple of times and then put it on. I feel like I'm like a disco ball in like the best way possible. I'm gonna apply a little bit to my nose as well. Just kind of like in the corner there. And then I always like to kind of go like on the bridge of my nose a little bit. And then I'm also just gonna kind of go on my Cupid's bow a little bit right there. Next step I'm gonna be doing to kind of like finish off my makeup look is the lipstick. And the lipstick that I found me was actually Too Faced in, I think, Angel Tears. And unfortunately, I do not have that, and I'm not able to buy that because that is actually from the Unicorn line, which was literally like one of my favorite lines of makeup ever. I really, really love that collection. I bought so many of those palettes because I wanted to have them. You know, like when you like really like a palette, but it's like limited edition and you just feel like you're gonna want it forever. So sometimes I just go crazy and I end up buying like a million of them, which I did that with some of the Unicorn products. And it's kind of good that I did though, maybe, because now it turns out that they did discontinue it. But I do have like a similar one because that whole line was kind of like similar kind of lipsticks, I think. Like they're different colors, but they're all kind of like the same, like shiny kind of formula and stuff. Like I tried a couple of them on when that line was out at a Sephora. So the one that I have is called Fairy Tears. I actually think this shade is so amazing because the thing is, like, before you try it on, it actually appears to be yellow, and then when you apply it, it like turns pink, and it's kind of like a metallic-y kind of pink. So I don't know, I think it's like super pretty. And I'll show you guys also closer up how this makeup came out so you guys can kind of see a little bit better how this turned out. That is how my eye makeup fully turned out there, and like my highlighter and my lipstick and all of that. I would say like I'm pretty happy with it. I think like the options that Google did choose and stuff turned out really well, and I really, really like these products. So yeah. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys think that it turned out good or what your thoughts are. And also if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome if you want to know when I post new videos and stuff. You can also press the bell icon. If you press that, then it should notify you whenever I post. And yeah, I try to post pretty often, so then you'll know when I post. All my social media links will also be right down there in the description if you guys want to follow me on my social media and stuff like that. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys all so much. Bye!